We're back at it again, working on this Honda GX390 engine, which is inside this 2005 Chuck Wagon 4x4. Welcome to Suburban DIY. My name is Rich. So in previous episodes, we addressed we replaced several parts on this engine. We had a new fuel line that we put in a new carburetor, new air filter, new spark plug, new muffler as well. We also cleaned out the fuel tank right here, which was pretty grody. There was some microbial growth in it. It got into the fuel line. Didn't really see it in the old car, but we definitely saw it on the valves as well. So we took the head off and we took the valves out, cleaned those up, lapped them back in, and then we also adjusted the rocker arms. And although she starts just fine, and seems to idle okay, I'm not exactly sure yet. When I apply throttle, she chokes, she coughs, and she stalls. So we still have a throttle problem. By the way, a quick shout out to all of those who've left comments for me. Incredibly encouraging and asking me as a rookie to continue to go forward on it, making some suggestions as well. And through that process, actually a great appreciation. This is genuine and sincere, a great appreciation for mechanics, way more than I had before. It is a daunting skill and a daunting occupation. Two of the comments in particular were super helpful in a direction. So today we're going to address two things based on those comments. One of them is that we will replace the fuel line. There was a comment from Robert ZN9UB. Thanks, Robert. He suspects that we may have a fuel delivery problem, which, by the way, is the same thing my son told me, who is a mechanical engineer. And even one of my neighbors, who's actually in real estate, but just asking for his eyeballs on it, he said the same thing, right? It just sounds like there's a fuel delivery problem. So thank you, Robert. We'll be addressing that today. What we're also going to do, this is based on Professor Knows Everything. Been really kind to me in the comments and allowing me to go back and forth. Thank you, sir. He suspects we may have piston ring problems. And specifically, it's from all the gunk that was built up through the fuel in the air tank and the line and what we saw in the valves. So he's suggesting that, hey, something may not be right with the rings. We had another comment on there as well that said maybe the rings are installed incorrectly. So what we will be doing today is a compression test. We borrowed this from our friend Tyler over by the Flight Springs Ranch. Tyler's helped us out before, if you've seen the videos, working on the pool equipment. Incredibly knowledgeable person. So the professor said, run the compression test. And he gave me some statistics, and we also verified those stats online, what the compression should be at. If it's below this number, then we'll take another action and we're going to test it. And yes, we should have done this much earlier, but at least we're doing it now. So thank you, Professor. Let's get into this stuff and see if we can get her operating more efficiently. Thanks for watching. All right. So just want to hold that up there. Hi. There we go. On. We think we got it. We're good with the compression at 85. Slightly above that, we'll call it 87 and a half. So we changed the fuel line. We're putting the air filter back on. The gas is on. We will start her up and take her for a ride and see if we've fixed the problem. All right. Contact.
Check the brakes. It works.
Yeah. Yeah, that's. Well, all right. So we just made it back from the desert. We had a lot of fun out there. So I would say she's running well to the point where we were comfortable in taking it out in the desert, right? Going through some puddles, you'll see a lot of mud. We think definitely the inline fuel filter may have been causing some of the problems. And I would say that she's still not optimal. Um, Meaning I don't think we're getting full speed out of it. And it still seems to be coughing when we're at max throttle. But nonetheless, we did able to go out. So still got a lot more work to do on this. I'm going to put on the back panel. That will go right here. We got to put the bed back on. We need to put the guard on for the belt drive. And a few other odds and ends. And we'll go see if we can have some fun in its current state. So, hey, big shout out for everybody who stayed with us. Big shout out to Steve, by the way. Steve was my son's friend's dad that we bought this from. That Steve was watching the videos and he was kind of concerned about I was getting really frustrated and Steve was getting upset. Steve, if you're watching, no worries, my friend. It's been a really fun journey. Again, we're not done yet, but at least we got it running to the point where we can use it. So we're comfortable with it. Contact.